Hi friends, let us discuss about question tag. During conversation, we use some statements and it is our custom to ask for confirmation, such as English is an interesting subject, isn't it? Here, the word isn't it is a confirmation word. Although the sentence says English is an interesting subject, yet we say isn't it, asking for some confirmation. Like for example, some of the sentence, I am reading a novel. He has finished his work. I didn't see him. In these sentences, am, has, didn't or auxiliary verbs. They help in forming question tags. Auxiliary verbs help in forming question tags. Therefore, auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. The format is auxiliary verb plus negative word not and the pronoun. For example, the girl is running, isn't she? Now, this word isn't she is an auxiliary verb. As the format is already said, is an auxiliary verb. Not is a negative word and she is a pronoun. So, although the sentence has been said, the girl is running, the confirmation is asked, isn't she? So, it's during our conversation we use some statements and it is our custom to ask for some confirmation like question tag. This is the use of question tag during our conversation. Now, in order to learn the question tag, we need to follow some rules and regulations. Let us learn one by one. Number one, when the statement is in positive, the question tag will be negative in sense. The pattern will be auxiliary verb plus negative word and pronoun. For example, we have done our work. Haven't we? Here the question tag haven't we. Just to analyze, have is the auxiliary verb, not is a negative word, we is a pronoun. Alright, so that's why it's a haven't we. So in this way the format is made. When the statement is positive, the tag will be in negative. Number two, when the statement is negative, the question tag will be positive in sense. The pattern will be auxiliary verb plus pronoun. For example, Peter does not play chess. Does he? Now, does he is the question tag. Does is the auxiliary verb. He is a pronoun. It is representing Peter. So, why it is made in this way? Because the sentence is in negative. Peter does not play. So, does not is removed. Why? The rule says when the statement is negative, the question tag will be positive. The answer would be does he? Number three, when the statement is not having auxiliary verb, then the tense of the principal verb is made note of. And the auxiliary verbs such as do, does, did or used. Do is used for I, you, we, they. Does is used for third person singular, he, she, it. And did is used for past tense. So here, do, does is present tense. Did is past tense. Just to follow the formula to create question tags. Write, for which we have to write do. Writes, for which we have to write does. For wrote, for which we have to write did. So according to the tense of the sentence, do, does, did are used. Now you may ask what are the auxiliary verbs based on which that question tag is taken. For example, am changes to aren't, is, isn't, are, aren't, was, wasn't, were, weren't, have, haven't, has, hasn't, had, hadn't, will, won't, shall, shan't, can, can't, may, mayn't, must, mustn't, would, wouldn't, should, shouldn't, could, couldn't. Likewise, the auxiliary verbs are changing into negative form for using of question tag. Next, number 4. When the statement begins with a negative word, the question tag will be in positive. The negative words such as scarcely, hardly, rarely, seldom, no, none, nothing, neither, nor. When these words comes, then the pattern will be in positive. Some example. Sita never eats outside, does she? He seldom comes late to the office, does he? Like that, the question tag is used when the statement is in negative. Number 5, the statement which begins with let's uses shall we. Let's play the card, shall we? Let's listen to the music, shall we? So whenever the sentence begins with the let's, we have to use shall we for the question tag. Number 6, when we use simple request, at that time we have to use will you is a question tag. For example, please remind me, will you? Kindly open the door, will you? Number 7, when we use some urgent request, the question tag will be won't you? For example, call the police, won't you? Help me, won't you? Number 8, whenever we use impatient remarks, at that time the question tag will be can't you? For example, keep silence, can't you? Listen to me, can't you? Be watchful, can't you? Such a way the question tags are used for impatient sentence. Number 9, when the statement which begins with anyone, no one, none, anybody, nobody, somebody will take the plural noun they. For example, everybody welcomed the idea, didn't they? Someone can do the work, can't they? Nobody was allowed, weren't they? Number 10, when we use the words like have, has, had as a main verb, we have to use do, does, did as an auxiliary verb for using this question tag. For example, Kumar has lot of courage, doesn't he? We have wealth, don't we? The boy had attended the test yesterday, didn't he? The flag has 4 colors on it, doesn't it? Now why do we use don't, does, didn't for these words have, has, had? The reason is this. These have, has, had or auxiliary verbs, they cannot stand by itself unless they stand with the main verb past participle. So then only we can use has plus not hasn't, have plus not haven't, had plus not hadn't. For example, they have bought the car, haven't they?